News alert overnight, police in Spain announcing they killed 5 people in a suspected second terror attack in Cambrils. It now appears that the attack in Barcelona that we saw yesterday is tied to other incidents throughout the country there. So what do we know about the attackers that have been caught, and is it the work of a major terror cell? Well, security analyst with the Clarion Project, Mauro, joins us now, and I always appreciate getting your take on horrible days like this. And it seems like the big takeaway this morning is what was originally thought to be possibly one driver behind this is now a terror cell. We're looking at possibly more than 8 suspects that were involved in this, highly trained.
Right. So notice that they immediately connect them to a whole bunch of other people. And my argument would be that we're still not looking at this correctly because it's still being framed as a counterterrorism issue. I think it's broader than that. I think what we're dealing with is an Islamist insurgency, specifically like the Saudi type Salafi Islam, the real hardline that says that secular democracy, because it's man-made rule, is evil and offensive to God. And I actually signed up for an online Salafi jihadi school, and I was taught what they're teaching people. And it says, don't always think about carrying out an attack. Build the infrastructure in Western society. Set up the mosques. Get that type of view spread, and so you can build as many recruits. And then what you're seeing now is just the fruition of that.
Set up the mosques. What do you know then about that part of the world, about Spain in particular, when it comes to terror cells?
Well, going back to even 2011, there were reports in the European press based on Spanish intelligence reports warning we have a serious problem here. The one report said that they had 100 mosques in Spain alone with radical imams, and the word usage in those reports was parallel society. That they were actually building a parallel society here. And so what happens is that with foreign financing, our so-called allies like Qatar and Saudi Arabia put in tens of millions of dollars so that people that think like them get the leadership of the Muslim community and then can drive extremism.
This is all just so scary and a new reality that we live in. 5 of the suspects were wearing fake suicide vests. What does that tell you?
It means that they want to die in jihad. Their objective there was not just to kill other people, but to cleanse themselves of sin. When you look at the wiretaps of what ISIS-type suspects are saying before they carry out an attack, usually it's an idea that's like, we've done a lot of sin in our lives, and God will never accept us into paradise, except if we do one thing, and that's dying in jihad. So if you put on a fake suicide vest, chances are you're going to get shot in the head. You died in jihad. You don't have to worry about your sin. You just got accepted into paradise.
And how often are they radicalized in a place like Spain?
Unfortunately, according to the intelligence reports, it's very often, and you're seeing 2 forms of radicalization happening. You're having, in some cases, large mosques that the Saudis will give like $30 million to build, but then you can also have small ones that are impossible to detect because it's like someone's garage. Right.
And as we've been talking about, they're very well trained. They know exactly what they're doing and how to be secretive.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a scary situation. Ryan, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Great perspective. All right.